on, not only until the holidays, but also to pay your local property tax bill. January 31st is the last day to pay those without getting hit with penalties or interest charges.
And today we're joined by someone who works with clients big and small to lower how much they owe. Richie Gill is the founder of Gill, Denson & Company, which is a property tax consulting firm here in the area. Richie, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Will. Thank you, Avery. I'm happy to spend a few minutes answering your questions and helping local Austin residents figure out this confusing property tax topic.
Yeah, it can be a whole lot. So just to kind of reiterate what you all do at your firm, you focus on the protest process of lowering how much people pay for their property taxes. For someone who's unable to afford those kinds of services, though, and wants to challenge how much they owe, can you talk about where they should start? Sure. What is the first moments they should look into? Yeah, so there's two main ways that property tax owners can help control their property tax bill. One is exemptions. So it's very important you apply for and get approved for all available exemptions. So for most people, it's a homestead exemption. For older property owners, it could be a 65 and older exemption. For people that used to serve in the military that are now disabled, there's a disabled veterans exemption. So there's a bunch of different exemptions available in Texas that people need to take advantage of in order to save on their property tax bill. That's built into state law, so everyone should be using that no matter what. And you'll be surprised, there's a lot of property tax owners that pay their property tax bill year after year, never making sure that they've actually gotten all the benefit that they are owed. And so that's the first way to control your property tax bill. The second important way is to protest your property taxes. You can either do it on your own or hire a professional firm like our own. And so when you're doing that, what you're doing is trying to get a fair value for your property. And so every year the county goes through and assigns a value to every property in the county. And if you think about Travis County, there's a lot of properties. Oh, yes. And so it's a big task. And so when the county does that, there's plenty of room for error because they have a small staff trying to assign values to a lot of properties. And so when they do that, they could get your value wrong. Maybe they missed something about the condition of your property. Maybe they missed a recent sales comp in the area that brought the value down. You're overpaying your taxes because of that. So all of that's very important to protest and make sure you get a fair valuation on your property taxes.
We know you've been busy with those protest hearings, and right now people's bills are starting to come in the mail. So if they've gotten their bill, or maybe they are on the lookout for it, checking the mail, when do you recommend people pay those? We mentioned the deadline was January 31st. So do you recommend people pay that bill right when they get it, or is there a best time to make sure that gets paid?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the first thing when you get the bill is make sure it looks accurate. Make sure it's the bill for your address, your name. Make sure any exemptions are applied on that property tax bill. Once you've done that, you can feel free to pay any time before the January 31st deadline. There's not, in my world of property taxes, there's not really a reason to pay immediately or later. I know if you are itemizing your taxes for the IRS for a federal tax return, there could be some differences there. I would talk to a CPA if that is a concern to you, but otherwise make sure the information's accurate. After that, you can pay any time as long as it's before January 31st.
Okay, yeah, that is the key deadline to remember for everybody out there. So, you know, your firm has been working these past few months on hearings for other property tax payments for your clients in particular. So is there anything that has been different about that process this year compared to years past?
Yeah, so going into the 2024 property tax protest season, Travis County actually lowered a lot of people's tax appraisals because they had some data that suggested values had come down. So in 2024, when we're protesting taxes, we're protesting the value as of January 1st, 2024, which can use sales comps up to 12 months before that date. So it's kind of a long window that we're looking at. Yeah. And so we did see a lot of people's taxes come down when the notices were issued in the spring. And then when we protested, almost 80% of our clients got some kind of reduction during the protest process. We found a lot of really strong evidence to help get a reduction for a majority of our clients in Travis County. So we thought it was a very productive year.
So when we talk about property taxes, something that has been in the headlines and probably on a lot of people's minds have been recent things that passed. I know Central Texas voters passed a few different propositions during the last election. One of those for folks who live within Austin Independent School District, another one for all of Travis County to increase some childcare options. But we know that'll have an impact on people's bills. So when will we start seeing that impact? And what do experts like yourself think will be the impact for people here in Central Texas?
Yeah, so great question. And this is going to affect a lot of people in the Austin area. So Austin ISD passed Proposition A. The voters approved that. And so what that means for property taxpayers, property owners in our school district, is there's going to be a modest increase in how much they're paying. So the tax rate will increase about 9 cents for every $100 of value. And so depending on the size of your property, the average property owner will pay about $400 more because of that proposition. And so if you have a larger property, more valuable, you may pay a little bit more. If it's smaller, you may pay a little bit less. Now, one thing to note about that, if you're 65 and older, you won't see that tax increase come through. So you will see a little bit of an increase, though, because of that Proposition A.
Hopefully that gives some people some clarity out there. But Richie Gill, thank you again for joining us here this afternoon. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, we will see you after this break. Stay with us.